What's up, y'all? One, aka Indigo Sky, aka y'all already know who it is. Trigger Rank and the Trigger Man himself. Want y'all to like, subscribe, share, definitely hit notification bell. If you like to support the channel, cash app in the description. If you want to follow me on any other platforms, everything is at the top of the YouTube. With that being said, let's get this show on the road.
You are watching a master at work. Trapaholics, real trap shit.
This is not a drill, folks. This is not a we got about 2 more hours,
Sucker punched him, he opened fire, and the rest is history, man. So let's just re-familiarize ourselves with the scene, and then I'm going to show you a new picture that actually shows Shud's injury, and then I'm going to give you some info about the man that was shot.
A fight outside the Montgomery County Courthouse this afternoon ended with 2 people shot, including a controversial online streamer. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Hunter Hoagland here with Tracy Cornett, and this is something we've been following all afternoon long.
Our Braden Ross has the details from Clarksville tonight, and while one witness says this incident did not surprise her.
Grace Roberts was not expecting to run into crime scene tape on her way into the Montgomery County Court Center.
They were like, oh, there was a shooting.
But when she saw who was involved,
it's actually not surprising. It feels like it was one of those things that was bound to happen.
Roberts took this video showing controversial online streamer 28-year-old Dalton Etherly being wheeled away on a stretcher. According to the district attorney general for the area, Etherly and another man got into a fight outside the courthouse, which then escalated into a shooting, although we don't know who pulled the trigger. Both men were shot. One was taken to a hospital in Clarksville. The other was life-flighted to Vanderbilt University Medical Center in Nashville.
I've noticed for the past couple of months he's been messing around with people with his live streams.
Etherly is known on social media for approaching people in public while live streaming and using racial slurs, claiming to be fighting for freedom of speech.
He just knows how to really get under people's skin. It just looked like one of those moments where he kind of
Yeah, dude is an agitator, man. But yeah, hey y'all, this is not a drill. Chud has been somebody bust Chud. Chud shot somebody else, but he got shot too. But we got maybe hour and a half until this Drake shit drop. So we just hanging around the internet until
So he left around and found out. Now I've got a picture for you guys here of Chud's, well, I don't even want to say injury, I want to say damage. Now, trigger warning, okay, what I'm about to show you is not gruesome, it's not grisly. You're not actually going to see the injury, but you're going to see the opening on Chud's clothing where he allegedly shot himself and sort of a bloody patch.
Oh, he shot
of fabric.
himself.
But you don't see the injury, but this is going to give you on screen. 3, 2, 1 now. Okay. So
how the hell you shoot yourself right here? That's what I'm trying to figure
out. But he appeared to have allegedly.
How the hell should shoot himself right here? That's crazy.
Looks to me like he kind of shot through his suit jacket and grazed himself. You can't see the wound there. This is untouched skin. Maybe it was further down or further up. Maybe he's rolled it up.
Damn, bro,
put a tourniquet on him there.
Damn.
But this kind of just gives you an idea of the injury or the
fifth pack today. That's too much smoking, bit, dog. Can't smoke that much. Not 5 packs today.
Situation that he created for himself. Okay, so by that very evening, Chud was being charged with attempted murder and several other offenses. So he is in a world of trouble over this nonsense.
The man known online as Chud the Builder is facing attempted murder charges.
Investigators say a fight outside the Montgomery County Courthouse
are working to determine what sparked it. So deputies and Clarksville police were
yeah, the way Chud was looking Tuesday night, he was looking like
in our office will work to make sure those responsible are held accountable to the fullest extent of the law. And because this investigation is still active, the entire courts complex here in Montgomery County will be closed for today. Live in Clarksville, Jaxie Pigeon, News 2. Live in Clarksville, Jaxie Pigeon, News 2.
So there you have it, all right? So
yeah, you shouldn't smoke that many cigarettes, man. Not good for you, bro. And I should be the last one talking about smoking, but yeah.
Okay, so I wasn't planning on talking about this, but I see this while I'm talking. They're saying this is the chaotic aftermath of racist streamers shooting outside. I think this might be the footage we've already seen.
Viral video circulating online purports to show the chaotic.
So this was the kind of footage that somebody filmed from a distance of a little scuffle going on. Now, fortunately, no one gets hurt in that footage. From what I understand, that was just kind of the aftermath of the incident. Outside, something new. What's really interesting as far as his charges go, one of his charges that he's been hit with is employing a firearm during a dangerous felony. And this is going to be very important when discussing self-defense, because arguably, if he was over there causing trouble, instigating a situation, and then he used his firearm, I feel like that basically what it sounds like is they're going to try and shut down the possibility of him, because they're going to say that he was endangering everybody. He was already committing a dangerous felony when he produced the firearm and shot, and you know he. They're going to try their best to stop him being able to use defense. All right. So it says he was arrested outside the courthouse. Space instantly for words to be escalated to violence. Okay. So there's huge arguments going on here. They don't fit to enhance the charges and sentences for hate crime, but then people are applying this saying free speech. That's the thing, all right? That's the thing. Everybody's arguing. They're saying he's going to get a hate crime attachment. Now, it depends. Did he call the guy an N-word when it all went down? We don't know. Knowing Chud, it's likely. It matters. He knew the words he said. He knew what.
Gonna do Read My Soul. Now, we'll finish with the Chud thing first. Hold on.
I think you can hit, as much as it's reprehensible, you can't sucker punch someone for calling you the N-word. I know you want to. Maybe it's right in the court of public opinion. I see a black person get called the hard ER N-word and then he punches them. I'm not having an issue with that. But as far as the letter of the law goes, you might be catching a charge. So it says, so it's okay to attack someone over words and you can't defend yourself. And it says under Tennessee Code 3911-611, the use of force is not justified if you provoked the other person's use or attempted use of unlawful force. A lot of people are saying he's going to walk, saying, can someone let me know how much his bond is so I can bond him out?
You don't got to bond yet. You got to go to a range. You got to be arraigned.
wow, I'll never step foot in this state ever. Now it's time to make his bond so high he can't get out. So it's not self-defense if the intent was to provoke an act of violence to justify the use of a weapon in implied self-defense. If this passes as self-defense, police will be able to be ambushed moving forward. Police are easily triggered to draw a weapon and can be considered hostile. So simply provoke an officer to draw his weapon and then shoot in self-defense. Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, think about what you're doing very carefully here. So it's pretty crazy. You didn't even know the basic laws. You actually have no claim to self-defense if you provoke it first. You can't claim that when you incite someone to react a certain way, basically willing to bet this is exactly what's going on, and provoking doesn't have to be physical at all. You can be a verbal aggressor. All you have to do is put someone in a situation that a reasonable person will be scared for their safety, and poof, no self-defense claim anymore. But other people saying he will walk, clearly self-defense. Note to the sheriff's office, this wouldn't have happened if y'all had taken the public's concerns into account the first time and done something about him sooner. People saying he will get out. They're saying the sheriff's office is chimping out. All right, I don't even want to say that. People saying overcharged, he's going to walk away a free man. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. This is a true test of the First Amendment and whether or not a court will try and make it legal to attack someone physically for saying a word you don't like. The fact these charges even occurred is baffling. There's obviously two people involved here, so why don't we know all the particulars about the other person? Was the other person arrested and what were their charges? He's about to make millions on a GoFundMe. So people, let me fill you in, okay? Let me fill you in. Because the man who he shot has been identified. Unsurprisingly, it is an African-American man. This is allegedly him, okay? A 31-year-old Army veteran called Joshua Fox. He was shot in his shoulder and stomach. He's a disabled veteran with 2 kids suffering from PTSD and other medical conditions. And as a result, Chad's facing 25 years of prison. So this is apparently a throwback video of the guy who got shot.
Yes, this is my favorite filter. You know I don't like cats. I just think the filter's right. Anyway, for those who don't know what we're talking about, a plumber came to my apartment today, banging on the door like he was police. I got PTSD. I've been arrested at this residence too many times. So I just hurry up and open up the door. They ain't finna kick down my shit like they did last time. Anyway.
So that is apparently the man, okay? And they're talking about, this is just like newspaper clippings of what happened. We already kind of know all that info. But that's apparently the victim, Joshua Fox. And interestingly enough, they're talking about Chud's going to make millions on a GoFundMe. Well, Joshua has actually created a GoFundMe for his injuries already. And basically, he's already surpassed his $25,000 goal. He's off $26,000 already. Okay, so if you want to go and donate to him, stand
okay, so the dude that got
right there.
The dude that got shot.
Gideon has donated $1,500. He's the top donor. Shout out to Gideon, man, one time. Big ups to Gideon. Says, hello everyone, it saddens me to come and ask for help, but today at the Montgomery County Courthouse in Clarksville, Tennessee, my husband was involved in an altercation that led to him being shot by a man known as Chud the Builder, who's widely known for making racial slurs towards people of color. My husband Josh was shot in the stomach and shoulder. As of the latest update, he's in stable condition, but the emotional and financial impact this will have on our family is unimaginable. There's no telling how long I may be out of work to help care for my husband, who is already a disabled veteran and suffers from other medical conditions. Our children are also struggling through this difficult time. I'm not asking for a lot. If you feel it in your heart to help, please consider donating to support our family during this time of need. If you're unable to help financially, we completely understand and simply ask you to keep us in your prayers. Thank you for your love and support and prayers. Okay, so fortunately, the people are standing behind him and supporting him. I don't know if Chud started.
Hey, y'all go donate to Josh and his family, man.
GoFundMe, but I want to see Josh be getting more money than Chud from this, that's for sure. But just to be completely transparent, okay, Josh Fox, he does have a little bit of a criminal emerged Montgomery jail on May the 8th, charged with harassment with a $250 bond. So it says he goes by Joshua Love on Facebook. Here's him saying, and I'll do it again in response to a post on his arrest. Oh boy, harassment. All right. Interesting. So after the recent incident, Fox's past criminal actions have come to the forefront. On April the 18th, 2024, Fox and his wife were involved in an incident. After an altercation took place between the two, Fox stayed with his wife at the tower.
To me, his past criminal history shouldn't have nothing to do with him being harassed by Chud and being shot. So, it's kind of, I don't know, y'all. Let's see what's up with this. It said in 2026, Drake's moving doing some scary shit, on some scary shit. Read my soul.
What is it, the braids? Even when I cut them, I can never fade. I mean, it's just a drink, right? I'm going with COVID, they'll never get over it. 2026, they still moving on some scary shit. Last night, a leak hit the streets, an Iceman leak hit the streets, and Drake is on there dissing. Huh? Let's just break down everything that's wrong with it. If you haven't heard, definitely go look up this song. I'm not gonna play it because it is a leaked song. You know, Iceman comes out tonight. We'll hear if this is on the album, if this is real. A lot of people think it may be AI. I don't think it's AI.
They already hit me with a copyright
This is what Aubrey does, right? Aubrey leaks. This is what his camp does. They leak. How you gonna be and be dissing? It don't make no sense. That's one thing. Kendrick has been living rent free in this man's head for a very long time, and it has gotten worse and worse and worse. And to me, I think this is what he has to do, right? Because low-key, Drake has been using B to promote an album since like his second or third album. He's been using that to push his albums for years. J. Cole the same way. Diggy, Lil Pump, Kanye West, You One Day Star, I Told You, right? Drake me at the top. And it's like, I'm scratching my head because I'm like, dog, ain't you linked to Hell's Angels? Didn't you have Hell's Angels in your video? Didn't you have a known Hell's Angel in your video? Don't you wear Hell's Angels merch? And if any gang group is linked to Nazi, the Hell's Angels. So that is foolish. That was one of the most egregious bars on there, if you ask me, because trying to blame it on a fair skin or Jewish roots, why people want to not see me on the top of the mountain. Listen, Drake, I'm gonna just keep it real with you, brother. I'm gonna keep it real with you, my brother. You are so dumb. You are really dumb. Swing and a miss, right? He also talks about don't ask about 23andMe because LeBron be switching teams so much. And so, you know, people make fun of LeBron for switching teams so much, which is hilarious because his biggest supporter, Kevin Durant, he's switching teams so many teams out of his own legacy. His legacy has been tarnished because he switched so many. And he hasn't been able to do it.
All right, y'all, we got a update on the we got like 3 we're gonna do.
NBA YoungBoy's crew is having the worst year of their lives. One of their top-ranking goons, NBA Ben 10, recently got out the hospital after being shot and paralyzed and thought it was a smart idea to drop his location. That was involved in location in Houston with another rapper called All-Star JR. Jay Prince Jr., NBA Ben 10, and others jumped All-Star JR trying to snatch his chain. However, in the process of jumping him, NBA Ben 10 or somebody else dropped their gun. All-Star JR was able to get a hold of that gun. And All-Star scene where All-Star was in more trouble for himself since being released from the hospital. You just got shot, you're paralyzed, and you're online causing more trouble, right? Beefing with everybody, right? Daring people to pull up. Now, the one issue he got into after being released from the hospital actually stems from the All-Star JR situation. So NBA Ben 10, had an old associate who was rolling with the YoungBoy crew at some point, a falling out took place with the YoungBoy crew, but this associate commented fire emoji, this JR's post. NBA.
I ain't gonna lie,
Why do you do that?
well, I ain't gonna even lie, cause when I went and checked out Dude Music, I'm like, dude, actually hard. I fuck with this good sound. So I put the fire emoji on it.
Bullet still in him, decided he still wanted to play gangster games. So he commented under Bezo's post on Instagram. And he tells Bezo, please sit your scary eye down. All you do is lie. Wait till I see ya. This is why I don't even. These dudes get shot or they're in the hospital fighting for their life. Do you understand? These dudes get shot or they're in the hospital fighting for their life. Do you understand how angry God will be with you if you wake up God in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. God, please, God, please, God, pray for the family of NBA Ben 10, please. And then God wakes up out of his sleep and says, all right, man, what's going on? All right, man, save his life. Then he leaves the hospital and he goes right back. and he goes right back to the same activity. Yo, most people leave the hospital and they get the before they go right back to the effery. Ben 10 left the hospital and was participating in the effery the same day. Now, Bezel responded back at Ben 10, you gonna roll to me, Ben? Laugh emoji, laugh emoji, laugh emoji, wheelchair. Because obviously Ben 10 is in a wheelchair. The question was, bro, how are you gonna drive by with a wheelchair? That's gonna get you caught. Now, I'm not saying all dudes in a wheelchair don't put in work. I'm sure the hood have seen crazier things. I'm sure the hood has seen dudes in a wheelchair put in work and bust a pistol. But in this situation, it's why. Over, like, yo, have you not learned your lesson? You literally got shot up, left bullets in you, paralyzed, because you ain't know how to mind your business, right? Because you were participating in meaningless beef. Now you're back to doing the same thing, making threats on. It doesn't make sense whatsoever. I think what's going on here is NBA Ben, before this incident, for the most part, was being looked at as like the boogeyman. Oh my God, he's NBA YoungBoy's top. Bro, Ben 10, YoungBoy, they all pay people to put in the work for them, right? But they reap the benefits because the figureheads, they're the faces, right? NBA YoungBoy ain't shot and killed nobody, right? But around him will. So in this situation, because he was known as being a tough guy, after he got victimized, it's like he's overcompensating. He's really trying to get back that street rep, but this ain't the way to do it. In the aftermath of the back and forth in the comment section, Bezel dropped a video where he calls NBA YoungBoy and NBA Ben 10 soft, said they don't put in work, people around them put in work. Now, you're about to witness how easy it is to trick one of these nincompoops out of their position, to trick one of these dudes out the streets. These dudes are idiots with no impulse. Solved. NBA Ben 10 responded back in a manner that put his life, his family's life, people around him life at risk.
All you gotta do is just live in your truth over there. Let the world know y'all ain't like that. That's all I want y'all to do for me. And then I swear to God, I would not go back on the rant, my bad. I shut up. I just want y'all to live in y'all truth. Now it's up to y'all. I give y'all the option. This shit ain't about no money, no nothing. I just want y'all to live in y'all truth. Y'all live in y'all truth and be or shut up. I swear to God, man, I would deactivate this page. I would get rid of this page. Y'all just live y'all truth. And I swear to God, y'all will not hear from me no more. Just the truth. This how y'all say the truth. Look, we ain't like that. But the around us, they like that. Once y'all say that, I swear to God, I'm gonna delete it.
This absolute idiot, in order to prove to another man he probably hasn't had a conversation with in almost a decade, in order to prove to him that he's really like that, he posted see it, but he posted his address to his op to prove what yo I can't to really break down in words how you tough is by dropping your address, your public location in an Instagram comment where everybody and their mama can see, including people who don't like you. Just like clockwork, it didn't even take a week. Literally 4 days after going back and forth online, dropping your location, doing the malarkey. Well, Ben 10 was shot. He was shot again. After being out the hospital for no more than a month. Even if he thought the person he was responding to was soft, you think all your enemies are soft? You think everybody on the internet is soft? You think everybody who wants you gone is soft? So, coincidentally, right on cue, after dropping the address, Baton Rouge rapper NBA Ben 10 identified as one of 3 shots on Wall Street.
And hey, new information here just into the newsroom a couple minutes ago. A triple shooting in the Valley Park area sent 2 folks to the hospital last night. Baton Rouge police say the shooting erupted around 10 o'clock last night on Wells Street. You're seeing an overhead look right there. We're told 3 victims were shot, and 2 of those victims, they arrived at the hospital by car. There's no word on their condition at this time, and as we continue to learn more about this ongoing investigation, we will let you know. In the meantime, if you know anything that can help investigators try to determine what all went down, give Crime Stoppers a call. Stop, as always, anonymous.
Well, that was stupid. That was dumb. He got shot in his shoulders and his leg. Well, his shoulders and his legs. Pause. Right? So, again, it's stupid. It's dumb. These dudes are not, bro, made out for the street. Yo, young boy is in Paris right now living his life while his friends are in America drowning without him. They can't survive without him. Even if Bendy Benton says, hey, I don't care about dying, I'm a crash out. Okay. I know you can't jail. Y'all care. Yo, a lot of y'all are more terrified of jail than death. I don't know why anybody will be more terrified of jail than death, but okay, cool. The last thing you want to do is make yourself more hot. In this climate, bro, the fans are still looking to indict y'all for what y'all did during the All-Star draft situation. Y'all kidnapped somebody, y'all robbed him, y'all tried to snatch his chain, and that person was able to get a gun and get y'all off him. That's still charges coming. We know for a fact they're trying to get All-Star Jared to tell on y'all. And that was discussed during the Academics and Vlad interview. So if this is lingering over your head, why would you not lay low?
You know, this guy named Cartel Bo says that this whole situation will trickle down to Jay Prince Jr. and the RICO case and stuff like that. I don't know about that. This seems like a random, yeah, there was some beef between them over a baby mother, but this does not seem like a RICO kind of thing.
Well, we never know what a RICO kind of thing is.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the RICO would be them thinking that Jay Prince Jr. is engaged in a pattern of violence and behavior that are resulting in people getting killed and severely injured. And it's based on, racketeering, which is, or RICO, is the ultimate conspiracy charge that is usually aimed at the person who we never see doing the crime, right? The reason why you charge somebody with a RICO is because you think that they're the person that's paying for the, they got the soldiers, right? Yeah. So, how you get them? You hit them with a RICO. So again, when people hear about all this mythical stuff when it comes to the Prince family, and they feel like they're ordering murderers and they could tell they have an army of dudes that could do X, Y, and Z. And also, I think Cartel Bo, I didn't know he said that. Actually, I posted that. I didn't watch the full video. Here's the ironic thing about him. So if he's saying that, it now makes you think, if he's alluding to a RICO, maybe the police, and again, the police might just be waiting on, hey, we need much more to connect this guy to. By the way, and the last thing, if we're talking about the charge for All-Star JR, right? I don't think he'll be indicted, right? This is gonna go away. I think this is either gonna get dismissed or get superseded into something else. I heard he did have a warrant, supposedly. So these might be aggravating factors. But I think this complaint was to put him in custody. According to what I've heard, he not only left confessions, he hopped in a white Escalade and he left the scene. He hasn't spoke to police, but has been making diss songs online.
Street dudes are the only specimens that are devolving, right? Like, they're not evolving with time. No, they're getting dumber with time. Y'all let me know in the comment section.
All right, y'all, that was Poeta Flacco. We're about to check out another Poeta Flacco video. Chud is being cooked after recent arrest. So we're about to see what exactly is going on.
Chud has officially been arrested and charged. And even the legal experts are saying he's beyond cooked. No more than 7 days ago, this idiot Chud confessed to a premeditated crime. He came on his Twitter mad as hell that those black guys confronted him at the gas station and made him look like a punk and a coward. He came on Twitter with rage, and he told the world that the series finale to his cloud-chasing expedition, where he goes around calling black people the N-word, is going to end with a black person being dead on the pavement and black people rioting while he walks free. Stay tuned. And he almost executed that plan down to a T. He got into an altercation with a brother that he antagonized. He shot the brother, trying to kill the brother, but the brother survived. So the plan didn't work in that regard because the brother actually survived. Secondly, you not walking free, my brother. Chud is currently in jail on some very serious charges.
And this morning, we're getting new details and video in the case of the controversial man known online as Chud the Builder, following Wednesday's shooting outside the Montgomery County Courthouse. Jaxie Pigeon is live in Clarksville following that case. Hi, Jaxie.
Kendall, we're learning more about the timeline surrounding Wednesday morning's shooting. Investigators say 2 men were shot after a fight outside the Montgomery County Courthouse. Both men were hurt and taken to the hospital, but are expected to survive. Court records show Etherly was scheduled for a civil debt appearance that morning in Montgomery County. That's Dalton Etherly, also known as Chud the Builder. It's not clear if he actually attended that hearing. Authorities say the shooting happened later that afternoon after a separate encounter outside the courthouse turned physical and escalated into gunfire. Deputies say they're still working to determine what sparked the incident. Now, this is the mugshot just obtained by News 2 of Dalton Etherly. He's charged with attempted murder, aggravated assault, reckless endangerment, and employing a firearm during a dangerous felony. He remains in custody at the Montgomery County Jail awaiting arraignment. And the entire courthouse complex remains closed as detectives continue their investigation here. Live in Clarksville, Jaxie Pigeon, News.
Oh my God. My neighbor be jamming over there. He playing some good ass music. He playing some good ass music. I ain't gonna lie. He playing some of that good soul music.
As detectives continue their investigation here. Live in Clarksville, Jaxie Pigeon, News 2.
Chud is officially an unemployed deadbeat father with a criminal record this high and a future felon. All the things he projects onto black folks. Look at God. Ain't God good people? Look at God. Now he's sitting in that cell. And I bet you he ain't coming out for showers, man. Oh, they waiting on you, Chud. Now, there's a couple of mitigating factors that have led to Chud being charged with attempted murder. Now, a lot of people thought he was gonna walk free because the dude punched him first. No. Tennessee has very specific language when it comes to self-defense. One of those languages being, you have to meet them with equal force.
So the equal force thing is, if I slap you, you're gonna have to slap me back. And in the eyes of the law, that's self-defense. But if I slap shit at you and you shoot me and kill me, that's different. So you gotta meet force with force. If I got a knife, the other person can attack me with a knife. But if I got a gun and I try to attack the person, that means that the other person has a right to up the gun on me. That's how Bankroll Fresh unalive happened and nobody really went to jail behind it.
Equal force. That's the first thing. Second thing being, you cannot antagonize somebody in Tennessee and still claim self-defense. Now, the other factors here is Chud attacked and violated an Army vet with PTSD. Now, this is not somebody who's faking PTSD. He's pretty...
So, buddy already off already. He was in the military. He's off. He's definitely off. So, it's like, I mean, Chud, come on now, bro. What you got going on, Chuddy boy?
Open is pretty vocal. It has a long documented history with PTSD.
Yes, this is my favorite filter. No, I don't like cats. I just think the filter's better. Anyway, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, a plumber came to my apartment today, begging on the door like he was police. I got PTSD. I've been arrested at this residence too many times.
He also receives disability from the military, so he is confirmed with actual diagnosed PTSD. You know how Chud would have known this? Well, because he told Chud. And you know how we know this? Well, Chud told the police this at the scene, as if that would help his case. So Chud told the police, he walked up to the veteran. The veteran told him, hey man, I got PTSD. And according to Chud himself, the veteran told him, please don't call me the N-word. Please don't say I'm tripping out. Please, I got PTSD. And Chud thought it was a wise idea to further antagonize somebody who told him they got PTSD.
Walked past him, he was sitting on the corner. I walked up to him because they're pointing at me. They're laughing, they're pointing at me, and I said, "What's up, guys? How y'all doing?" I said, "Y'all like the new suit?" He said, "Walk away from me." I walked away from him. He came back up to me. He literally said, "I have PTSD. I feel like I'm in."
Pay attention to how Chud deliberately stops before he says, "I got PTSD. I feel like I'm in danger. Please stop doing what you're doing." But Chud stops before he says that because Chud understands, hold on, no. I can't admit to that, but it's too late, Chud. We know what you're about to say. All right, we know what you were going to say. You were going to say, he told you, "I got PTSD. I feel like I'm in danger. Please stop." But you didn't stop, though, right? You continue to aggravate him and antagonize him to get a reaction.
He said, "Walk away from me." I walked away from him. He came back up to me. He literally said, "I have PTSD. I feel like I'm in." He said, "You start saying all that chimp out shit to me, I'm gonna hit you." He hit me, started wailing on me, even after I had to defend myself by shooting him. He's still wailing on me.
This idiot thought he could talk himself out of an arrest. Are you dumb? All you're doing is giving the police more information. You deliberately leaving out what happened after he told you not to do it. He said, dude said, "I got PTSD. I feel like I'm in danger. Please don't do the things you're about to do. We know you. Please don't call me the N-word. Please don't say the chip and stuff." You know what he did? He then says the dude went from saying that to then punching him right after. He doesn't say that he actually said those things after the dude told him, "I got PTSD. I feel like I'm in danger. Please don't do it." He then did it, but left out those details as if there's not footage. I told y'all before, there are people recording from the window. The police got the footage. And you know how I know? Because I got the footage. Chud really thought this was his moment to catch a free body on a black dude, then come back online and pop it further and now be a hero for the racist community. That's not how it worked out. It was never gonna work out this way, ever. Even the legal experts is saying, "Bro, please."
We got 1 hour, y'all. 1 hour. Iceman about to drop. About to see what's gonna happen. Everybody gonna listen to it just to see what's going on with it. But I wonder what next week's sales gonna be after everybody has listened to it. Does it have replay ability like GNX album? Because GNX had replay ability.
No, legal experts are coming out and saying, don't get it confused. What Chud did is not a free speech issue. Under no circumstance, in no scenario, would what Chud did be self-defense in Tennessee.
Chud the Builder, freedom of speech and self-defense. Let's get into it. Today, a tragedy occurred right here at the Montgomery County Courthouse in Tennessee. Chud the Builder has been shot by himself and shot somebody else. We don't have any video of what happened, but from reports, what we see is that Chud the Builder's out there, he's doing his thing, which is basically uses the N-word with the hard R and then gets them to get upset and then start saying things like "you're chimping out," and people get angry. Well, this time, somebody got so angry, they were like, "Hey man, when you say that stuff to me, gives me PTSD, don't say that stuff to me." So Chud's doing his thing, and then the person starts wailing on Chud. And Chud pulls out his firearm, and he fires a shot, hits the guy in the stomach, and it also hits Chud. We do have some video of the aftermath.
"You start saying all that chimp out shit to me, I'm gonna hit you." He hit me, started wailing on me, even after I had to defend myself by shooting him.
Is Chud allowed to use those words? Legally, he's allowed to say whatever he wants, as long as he's not threatening somebody. Did he act in self-defense? Absolutely not. You're allowed to use the same force that's being used against you to defend yourself. So if somebody comes up and punches you, you can punch them back. You can't pull out a gun and shoot them unless they are using deadly force against you. Now, one thing he could try to argue is that there was multiple people coming towards him and that that's when he used the deadly weapon. But there's no evidence that there was multiple people. There's only evidence of one person. And even in his own statement, he only talks about one person wailing on him. And if that's the case, Chud, you got a big, big problem.
This dude really, he really thought he was about to get the ultimate come up. He thought he was about to get the rapper arc, bruh. Right, the rapper villain arc, where he about to catch a body, come out, drop a first day out for the races, and then become the biggest streamer in the world. He really thought we're covering this in real time, but y'all don't fully understand how despicable and evil this man's plan was to take the life of a black person. We know this because it's premeditated. And he literally had a plan to kill somebody so he could get more clout. That was the literal plan. We know this because he premeditated this on Twitter. Y'all seen him say it. The white supremacists and the white nationalists who he did all of this for to be accepted by, they're now denouncing him and disavowing him at a rapid pace since he's been arrested. The king of white supremacy, especially online for the most part, Nick Fuentes, he spoke out against Chud. And not only Chud, but he spoke out against this idea that people like Chud have, that they're allowed to go around and harass black people without consequences.
And people now say he's a martyr, he's a martyr. Well, the black people are chimping out. Well, I don't know. If I were standing around and a black person was live streaming near me and they started saying things offensive to white people, yeah, maybe I would feel a certain type of way about it.
I just said that earlier, bro. You know, that shit he doing, that shit is fucking dangerous. But, you know, at the end of the day, bro, like, if I go in Buckhead right now and just start screaming racial epithets towards Caucasian people, bro, that shit is not gonna fucking fly, bro. And if I get shot or get my ass whooped, and that's my fucking fault, because I asked for it. Like, bro, you don't go asking for a fucking problem, bro. Like, that shit is not cool, bro. Like, I don't know what Chud actually was thinking, but, hey, I don't know. I don't know what the hell Chud was thinking.
Offensive to white people, yeah, maybe I would feel a certain type of way about that. Maybe, isn't that sort of our whole thing? And there's something ironic about that. You have a lot of people who are pro-white, and it's all about racial pride, and it's all about beating their chest, and it's all about saying, oh, you know, I'm white. Don't try that stuff around me. Don't insult white people around me. So much racial pride. But then there's this double standard where it seems that white people want to go out in some cases and offend the sensibilities of other people. They feel emboldened, for example, to use harmful stereotypes about other people, say racial slurs about other people.
Now, this is crazy, because Nick Fuentes is what you would call somebody who doesn't like black or brown. But even he knows he's not harassing people. You see what I'm saying? I mean, he feels the way he feels, but he's not going around like Chud with a camera and shit and people face talking, you know, talking about the N-word.
Be provocative towards other people, and that's fine. That's free speech. That's funny. Hey, man, can't you take a joke? Hey, man, it's just a word. And when black people get pissed off or take umbrage or they attack, oh, well, you're chimping out. But then when the roles are reversed, if somebody says something anti-white, if someone says something exclusionary to white people, it's those same white people that puff up their chest and say, how dare you? You would never say that about a minority, this, that, and the other. How much abuse have you? Let's just be perfectly honest. Let's be fair. A lot of people aren't going to like this monologue. I don't care. This is what's fair. This is what's true. I see on the timeline how many out and loud and proud white people are saying Indians are Jeeps and blacks and Mexicans are sticks and all this kind of stuff. And making jokes about you in the street and you like watermelon and all this kind of stuff. And they're the same people. They don't want to hear anything negative about whites. And how do I know that? Because I say negative things about all groups of people. And it's the same people that die laughing when I make fun of one group. Ha ha, that's hilarious. I love when you say, I love when you do that bit. I love when you say you're not going to go to the gas station if there's black people. That's hilarious. When I say Polish people are slipping on a banana peel or they can't change a light bulb, it's the same people saying, hey man, you're anti-white. You say Albanians aren't white. You. So which is it?
Nick Fuentes finally discovered that racism exists. Am I clapping up for Nick Fuentes? Am I saying, Nick, oh my God? No, I'm not, right? Like, I'm not one of, there's people online saying, Nick Fuentes have a change of mind. Nick Fuentes did not have a change of mind. Nick Fuentes didn't wake up
Yeah,
at
he just ain't no fucking
28 years old, recently discovering that racism exists. Nick Fuentes is somebody who knew the realities that black people face. But, because again, he grew up in Chicago. But he spent years disparaging black people, lying on black people, victimizing black people, telling his audience in the world that black people is making it all up, that racism is not real. So no, I'm not saying, oh my God, congrats, Nick, you finally stopped lying on black people and victimizing us. No, no. But what Chud has done has been so despicable that even somebody as despicable, as spineless, as ruthless as Nick Fuentes and his racism, a violent racist like Nick Fuentes is finally saying, bruh, that dude has gone too far. That's how you know Chud has messed up. That's how you know Chud has messed up badly. Another online white supremacist called Misfit Patriot, he made a video going off on Chud. Now, his reasoning for why he don't like what Chud is doing is because he believes Chud is creating a system or an environment that's giving black people too much sympathy. And that if Chud continues, the world will start to see the plight that black people go through, and it will galvanize black people. And if, God forbid, Chud hurts anybody, then Black Lives Matter Part 2 will be in effect. So his reason for hating Chud is even more racist, or equally as racist as what Chud is doing. So he goes off on Chud, and he says he believes Chud is going to do a long time in prison because what Chud did is not self-defense.
Guys, help me out here because I'm a little confused. There's a bunch of people on the internet who are saying that you should never assault somebody over words because that guy Chud the Builder who just shot a dude after calling him just saying like, yo, you're chimping out, just comparing black people to monkeys, thinking like, oh, it's free speech, right? Their argument is, right, that the guy who hit him, that he shot, was actually the one who was out of line because they're just words. And you should never assault somebody over words. Now, I might agree with that, right? You should never should, like legally. But when should you? When should you assault somebody, right? I'm not talking about legal, right? Because assault is illegal, right? So you should just say you should never break the law, right? And that's common sense. You shouldn't, obviously. But when should you say, right? Over words, right? Because you're saying you should never do that. Okay, workshop it with me. Let's say you're out with your wife, and some guy walks up and is like, hey, show me your tits. Right to your wife, right in front of you. Right? Just right in front of you. Sticks a camera at you and goes, your wife's hot, I want to see your tits, right? You go, well, those are just words. Right? I'm not going to do anything about it. Wife's going to look at you like you're, what? You're not defending me? Honey, they're just words. He has freedom of speech. Maybe you should just show him your tits, right? Is that your position?
Of course it's not their position. Let somebody walk up to them and their daughter and call their daughter a B in front of them. Will their position be, it's just words, dude? You can't, man, cut it out, bro. It's only when it comes to us, man. Right? The rules change when it comes to victimizing us, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Y'all let me know, man. Okay, do y'all want me to go to Chud's trial? Let me know, okay? Do y'all want me to go to
If you fuck around and go to church, I'm gonna be laughing my ass off. That's gonna be the funniest shit ever. They talking about the Boosie and Vlad drama just got worse. Y'all go check out Poet Flacco. That's who we about to react to.
Boosie just dropped a video going off about this DJ Vlad situation that was sparked by a Sean Cotton video. Sean Cotton, aka Say Cheese, for you guys who don't know, dropped a video giving his final analysis according to him on this DJ Vlad and Boosie situation. Now, in this video, he listed out in who he believes won the war. Boosie or Vlad. Obviously, he picked Vlad because anybody with a brain is picking Vlad to win this war. But during his analysis, he said not only did Vlad win this war, but he believes that Boosie will regret turning down the money, and DJ Vlad is about to make $500,000 off of Boosie's mistake.
Vlad won. Clear as day. Vlad won.
We all know what happened. Boosie asked for 5 or 10 more thousand. Vlad usually pays him 25,000. Because he wasn't on Vlad for 7-8 months, Boosie wanted an extra 10, just because it's more to talk about. He hadn't been there often. He saved Vlad money by him not having to pay him for those missing months, so he wanted $10,000 extra. So Boosie was like, you know what, I'm gonna do my own
to be honest with you,
and
I mean, I feel like Vlad should have came at this situation a little bit more strategically. I feel like he should have been like, I'll give you the extra 5 or 10. I'll give you the extra 5 or 10 on the next couple of, I guess, interviews or whatever, and then from there they can, you know, get back to the $25,000 thing or whatever. But yeah.
So Boosie was like, you know what, I'm gonna do my own shit. And his shit flopped. It didn't do as good. It did good for his first, whatever he made was a profit, because that was his first independent interview. So whatever he made was a profit. I'm not gonna say it flopped, I'm sorry. But it wasn't 25 grand. It was not 25 grand. Vlad is doing interviews on his own platform about the situation. I think one of the joints did 800 to 1 million views. Y'all go check it for me. But it went crazy. I think it was, I don't know if it was 1090 Jake. He had academics ask him about him, Whack 100. Then he just interviewed 6ix9ine about the situation. That shit did 300,000 in a day. I know what the numbers, I know how the numbers feel. And then he's bringing Charleston White back. Charleston White, he's gonna talk about Boosie some more. This Vlad and Boosie situation got so big to where Vlad can mention it to any guest over the next year, and it's gonna make profit. That's why Vlad wins, because he can roll this shit for another year if he wanted to, and it's gonna make him an easy, I know y'all like hearing numbers, an easy $500,000. Vlad's gonna make $500,000 off of falling out with Boosie. Instead of paying him 25 in appearance, he's gonna make an easy $500,000 just by talking about the Boosie, and the Boosie shit. It added to the. Damn! That's a big situation. And then if Eric Spears come back and do a free interview like he wants to with more money, so Vlad wins. Because Vlad plays the long game. Vlad plays the long game. That's why he wins, and then he has his own platform that's already built to, you know what I'm saying? So that's why Vlad won.
Say Cheese is being more charitable than me. Boosie interview flopped. The Boosie Patreon, it flopped. You know why it flopped? Because Boosie don't got the work ethic when it comes to content creation. The interview had bad lighting. The interview was only one interview. I think like one of his kids interviewed him, right? Like the interview did his rounds, but if you plan on building an infrastructure for yourself and a platform for yourself off of one interview a year, good luck. Good luck. Boosie dropped that one
It's gonna be like Carisha, please.
interview on Patreon. He hasn't dropped any more content. It doesn't make sense. If you're trying to build a platform for yourself, if you're telling Vlad, I'm gonna make more on my own, that's contingent of you actually doing the work and putting it in. He's not doing no work at all, right? So, Say Cheese is a tad bit more charitable. I think it was an absolute flop, a flop. Now, Say Cheese would also tell Boosie, now, I think this is what really pissed off Boosie. He would tell Boosie, yo, Vlad is gonna win a long game, A, because he has a platform, and then 2, he got the fans on his side, and he was able to get the fans on his side. Because when you first told the story, fans thought, man, $5,000. But once Vlad let the fans know, hey, bruh, I was paying Boosie $25,000. He said that was not enough. He wanted $40,000. Well, your fans, the average person is looking at $25,000 to come and sit down for 2 hours, and they're looking at you like, bruh, you is selfish. You is a selfish. and the perception changed. And now Boosie don't got the support that he believes he deserves. Yo, Boosie was posting when his Boosie was posting and chastising his fans for not fully supporting him, right? Like how they should.
And I also wanted to speak on this about Boosie, right? And I'm not mad at you for turning down the 25,000, right? And doing your own thing. But what I want people to realize, and this, especially in this economy, right? $25,000. $25,000 to sit down in front of somebody for 2 hours.
That's good money.
To talk about BS.
That's
to talk
good
about
money.
gossip.
That's good money.
You are blessed, bro.
You blessed.
Like Boosie,
You blessed
I don't know
for
if you
real.
may not. I know you're not gonna see this, but who cares? You are blessed to talk. You know how long it takes the average American, the average. I'm not talking about dope boys, D-boys. I'm not talking about streamers. I'm not talking about athletes. I'm talking about the average human being. Do you know how long it takes it's the average American doesn't see 25,000 in a year. Tell Boosie what he shouldn't have did, but he's gonna miss out on hundreds of thousands. Vlad's gonna make hundreds of thousands. Over $10,000. Over $5,000 difference. Disagreement. Now I offered Boosie 15,000 yesterday. He turned it down. And I think a lot of that is because of ego and pride. He recently said that, I don't need podcasters need me, and I feel like he gotta live on that. He don't want to come back around. If he does a Vlad interview anytime soon, I mean, people are gonna look at him, same way when Charleston White came back on stage, he's like, oh, and people want to seem right. People want to seem right for a little while until shit die down. But y'all offered Boosie 15,000, and he said no. I don't know if he's mad at me about the Fredo Bang situation, but I do know, we just need to get back in touch with reality. Like, I'm seeing people with these ridiculous interview numbers, bro. Like 25,000 to talk for 2 hours, bro. Nobody in the interview business is making that.
Yeah, Boosie was not happy at all. But I don't think that Say Cheese said anything wrong. Now, the only thing I will critique, and Say Cheese is my guy, when Say Cheese said in the beginning, somebody asked him, who won the beef, the Boosie and Vlad beef, and that's why he was making a video. I don't know if that's true, man. I think what happened is, right, man, Say Cheese put in a good offer for the interview. Boosie rejected the offer, and Say Cheese like, oh, word? I bet. I bet. I'm trying to be fair. You're not trying to be fair. I bet. And that sparked the video. But again, Say Cheese is my guy, and he tells me, Flacco, no, somebody really asked me, I believe him, okay? But when Boosie responds, Boosie believes that Sean Cotton made the video because he rejected the interview with Say Cheese, okay? That's Boosie's belief. Now, Boosie would also go off on Say Cheese and Vlad and start popping it, say he don't need them, right? And he made whatever they offered in a weekend.
Sean Cotton, actually, you're wrong, bro. I'm not gonna take no losses now for Vlad, bro. You're wrong, bro. You're wrong, bro. That 25,000, 5-6 times a year, bro, I make that in a weekend, bro. I made that 6 weekends in a row, bro. I don't need a podcast to be successful, bro. Like, I expect you to take your side to a podcast. But I think the real reason is you reached out to me last week trying to get an interview. And I told you no, bro. Like, you gotta take that on the chin, bro. Like, don't go on the thing dealing about me and how you feel about me. I mean, you want an interview, you can pay for an interview. Like, bro, like, I don't need a podcast to be successful, bro. That's what you need to know, bro. Like, you talking about this and that, like, bro, I just made one weekend in 5 years, bro. Like, you like that, bro. Like, this can't be stopped, bro. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, bro. But for you to keep doing like this, bro, like.
When Boosie was making the money with Vlad, when he was doing the interviews and collecting the check, Boosie used to brag on that content money. Boosie used to do interviews a la the Breakfast Club when he says, man, listen, man, I don't got to do the extra shows no more because I'm making half a $500,000 a year with Vlad. So he used to brag off the content money. Now the content money ain't coming in no more. Now all of a sudden the content money ain't nothing, right, to a boss like him. Now I'm sure Boosie makes money, but to say what, like a couple $100,000 is nothing, and you don't care about it is crazy, right? Now I think Boosie believes, that Sean has some type of vendetta against him due to Sean doing the Fredo Bang interview, asking Fredo Bang about Boosie, and now this dude right here. So I just think that Boosie is probably just sensitive right now whenever Sean says his name, because he believes there's some type of underlying hostility there.
I guess because you're a podcaster, but you reached out to me for an interview, bro. No, bro. Like, the way I'm doing my interviews right now, man, 300 years from now, I'm gonna be getting paid off of them. Every time somebody posts, it's monetized, bro. It's monetized, bro. My grandchildren gonna make money off of it, bro. It's monetized, bro. But you're wrong, bro. Y'all stretching this. Y'all keep stretching this. Y'all keep stretching this. It seems like y'all mad. That's what it seems like to me. It seems like y'all mad. I'm not mad. That's pennies, bro. It's nothing to me, bro. I'm a hustler, bro. Like, I get this 9 different ways. I'm a hustler, bro. Like, you can't knock the hustle, bro. Like, I think you mad because I ain't want to do your interview, bro. Like, no.
Let me know what y'all think, man. Whose side are you guys on, bro? Boosie, St. Cheese, or Vlad? Now, Sean says this is his last video on Boosie and Vlad. Boosie, listen, right now he's committed to responding back to anybody who says that he was wrong in his last situation, bro. He responded back to academics, Sean, and many others, man. But y'all let me know in the comment section what you guys think. If you're watching this video,
all right, we're gonna do another update on this. Hold on. Yeah, we're about to react to hip hop Buddha. We're gonna go back to music one-on-one, but we're gonna react to hip hop.
So Julio Killer's uncle just took the stands. He one of the Murphys. The Murphys.
Hey, y'all, we got about 30 minutes. It's not a drill. It's not a drill. I'm talking about motherfucking Iceman is dropping, bro. Iceman is dropping. I hope it ain't a flop. I hope it ain't a flop.
What do you got to say, man?
Oh, and Ms. Murphy, please stand up, raise your right hand.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this class will be the truth and whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. You may proceed.
I ain't gonna lie though. If you in jail for murder, I don't want you talking for me, bro. I don't think it's nothing you can tell these people if you already locked up for murder. How you gonna defend me and I'm on the murder and you locked up for murder? Oh, Lord Jesus.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I think that's your response.
Got him handcuffed and everything.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Can you please state your full legal name?
Winston Leo Murphy, ma'am.
And
Winston.
The Murphys.
you're currently incarcerated
Yes, I am.
for what?
Close to second-degree murder.
All right. And are you familiar with someone by the name of Davion Murphy?
Yes, I am, ma'am.
Who is he to you?
That's my oldest brother's son, which is my nephew.
Okay, so you're his uncle.
Yes.
Did you grow up with Davion's father?
Yes.
What's his father's name?
David Murphy.
And where is he currently?
He's currently incarcerated.
For what?
Close to second-degree murder.
And
the daddy of killer.
Everybody, the family of murder.
Oh no, they.
God damn, everybody killing, bro. I'm glad I ain't meet the Murphys. I know that's Charlie Murphy laughing, but I'm glad Charlie Murphy. Hey, that's the only Murphy I might want to meet Eddie on one of them. I might want to meet Eddie on one of them, but shit, not goddamn. I don't want to meet Winston and them.
They raised two little killers, Lord Jesus.
what was his sentence?
I think life plus 30.
And
Life
do you
plus
recall the
30?
year that he was sentenced, if you know?
I think around about 2014.
And what about yourself? What sentence did you receive?
50 years and 20 of them mandatory, man.
And when did your case resolve?
2012.
Okay. And were you and Davion's father?
I'm trying to figure out how did they bring him in this whole thing. LeBron, man, watch out, bro. Watch out, bro.
LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James.
Man, watch out, bro.
All in the same event?
Yes, ma'am.
And how old were you when that happened?
26.
LeBron is only, just to let y'all know, I'm not Black Jesus, but Jesus resides in me, but I'm not Black Jesus. Yeah, Brett said Black Jesus, goddamn. Now that's funny. You gotta come on there. You funny for that one. You fired off shots. Fired off shots with that one right there, bro. Somebody said I don't. That's funny. Y'all funny as hell, bro. Appreciate it, man. Peace, man. Hey, appreciate it.
29.
Man, fuck that, bro. Come on, bro. Talking about chill on the soundboard. What? Man, watch out, bro. Chill on the soundboard.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Somebody, they ain't finna.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Brothers or sisters?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
How many and what are their names?
Jamila Murphy is my sister, and Farrar Murphy is my little brother, and Rashard Murphy, which is my nephew, Rashard, oldest brother. He's, I think at the time, he's like 49. My sister's like 40, 47, and my other middle brother, Farrar Murphy, I think like 44, like 46.
So how many in total siblings do you have?
I have 4 in all.
All I want to talk to you a little bit about David Murphy Sr., your older brother. Was he, to your knowledge, diagnosed with schizophrenia?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell us or give us some examples of the things that you would deal with on a daily or weekly basis as a result of him being diagnosed with schizophrenia?
So
he was in mental hospitals mostly all my life.
Shit, I hope I get 50 subs a day too, man. Appreciate that comment. Shit. From where? I don't even know what that is, sir. But I hope you have a good day.
Event that you could share with us to
Have you a great day, sir.
let us know how it would be with dealing with someone with schizophrenia and living with someone with schizophrenia?
It's, if you don't understand them, they go through like spares of thinking people out to get them, paranoia, mind state sort of skill, sort of that nature.
I didn't hear that, like you said, mind state.
Yeah, they're not really stable-minded.
Okay.
They one person today and their character the next tomorrow.
Do you know if this diagnosis is something that kind of runs on the paternal side of the family?
It possibly can, but I can't really say.
Now, how you gonna ask that man a question like that? How he supposed to know? He's just telling you what was going on with his brother, but he can't say if, like he know if the whole family got there, but she trying to make it seem like Davion got a baby girl, he already cooked.
Speculation. Yes, do you know of any other family members on the paternal side that suffer from that diagnosis?
My children, I have 3 children that diagnosed with mental problems, but at this moment, I can't recall which one, but I have 3 children that are.
And how old are they? How old are the kids?
My oldest is 18 and 16, and I think 50, it's 21, which is my oldest son, and my daughter 18 and my son 17. All 3 of them suffer with mental abilities.
And who takes care of them?
My
Assalamu alaikum, my brother. Salaikum salam. Salaikum salam.
Rahman Rahim, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Maliki Yawmiddin, Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in, Ihdinas siratal mustaqim, siratal ladhina an'amta 'alayhim, ghayril maghdubi 'alayhim waladdallin. Ameen. Bismillah.
Do you recall?
Yo, fiance, nigga, you got 50 with a mandatory 20? Player, you don't know what's going on out here, player. You been gone for a little bit too long, and you don't know what's going on out here. That is my fiance. Like, nigga, no, that ain't your girl, nigga. That's Bob. She around here bopping with everybody. Bobby!
A time, let me ask you this. Davion's father, was he also an alcoholic?
He drunk at times. I'm gonna say alcoholic, but he did drink alcohol.
Did he drink to excess?
Yes.
Often?
Yes.
Okay. How did that affect how he acted when he would consume alcohol?
It would affect.
Did you have the opportunity?
We got like 20-some minutes. Iceman
your
coming.
brother David taking care of or spending time with Davion and his younger brother.
At times, yes.
Can you tell us about that?
Davion and David, the father, is not together, so David had his own place. But he took him to events, I would like a father would. I can't say out of my presence what happened, but
Bro, if you can't say, just say that nigga went around, nigga. Yeah, that nigga went around. Don't he took him places. Nigga, what that mean? Nigga, he took him went to the corner store, got him a bag of chips up. The man went around, just say he went around. But at the same time, I can't blame him for not being around, because how we diagnose stuff in the black community, you don't need help, you just crazy. Whole time you really been diagnosed with schizophrenia. But what we gonna say, you just crazy. Whole time that leads to you not getting the proper care that you need to deal with the situation that you have at hand. So I can't even say that like the man was a bad parent. The man was just, he was mentally, he was schizophrenic.
But he took him to events, he spent time with him.
Iceman finna drop, y'all. We got 20 minutes. We got 22 minutes for the drop.
Did you have any concerns about where he was residing or would bring his nephew?
They still got this man in a big suit. I tried to ignore it, but I can't, man. Every day they put this man in a big suit. You know your suit too big. Look back, it got the space. You got a space on your collar and your neck. And when your suit is too big, man.
Nephews?
Oh shit, y'all.
Serena, which is Davion's mother.
That's for 30 minutes, y'all.
I'm one for mother.
Iceman about to drop. Let's see what's gonna happen now.
Is there a time where she kicked you?
Excuse me. You know, my brother, I'll be concerned. It all depends on, like you say, what environment he got him in, but with his state of mind, I would be concerned. But with Serena's a great mother.
Okay, I want to focus kind of on Davion's father.
I'd have fired her. That's what I be telling you about somebody that's been doing.
Hey y'all, it's coming, y'all. It's coming. It's coming. Iceman about to drop. It's about to drop. Let's see what happens, y'all. It's about to drop. Iceman about to drop.
Talk about the daddy that got schizophrenia. That's how you know this lady came off the back of a cereal box. This makes absolutely no sense.
Is there a time where Davion and his brother were not getting along with his mother's paramour or husband or what have you, and she kicked him out of the house? Do you remember that?
Can you rephrase that?
Hey y'all, this is not a drill. We got 20 minutes. 20 minutes until Iceman drop. This is not a drill. Let's go.
When
we got 20 minutes.
Kicked him out of the house, and he went to go live with his father in a storage unit. You remember that?
Damn.
I'm not familiar with that.
That nigga say he went to go live with his daddy at a storage unit. Damn. I ain't gonna lie. If I was fucked up and I get me a little storage unit and shit, if I was fucked up, I would definitely do that.
Do you remember any times where his mother kicked him out of the house?
No, ma'am, not that I can recall.
No? Okay. Did you have concerns about where the father would bring his nephews?
What up?
In the parts of the community that he would bring his nephews for their safety and things like that.
What up, Kid D? Kitty. Kitty, what up?
Why is that?
State of mind.
Where you tapping in from, Kitty?
His state of mind?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Hey man, we got less than 20 minutes, man. Iceman dropping. Okay, hey, good night, bro. We about to stay up South Africa. That's what it is, man. Salute to South Africa.
Or, you know, his mental abilities.
What about the places that he was staying? Like, were they in Section 8 violent communities?
I mean,
she said Section 8 violent community.
Serena raised him in a home.
You said time to sleep. You talking about for me? Time to sleep for me?
So
nah,
it's
bro.
a big difference.
Ain't no sleep, bro. Ain't no sleep for the weary, bro. I gotta listen to this Iceman album. I'm gonna listen to this shit all the way through. I'm gonna listen to the whole album, y'all.
Focus on the apartments. Tell us about the kind of apartments, why you were so concerned about your nephew.
No sleep. No sleep for the weary.
I know this is hard for you. I do appreciate that, and I understand that.
Apartments is really not private. You know, a home is private. So my brother stayed in mine in some certain areas and certain apartments. I wouldn't be concerned about my nephew.
When I get my rest, I be sleeping, but man, I've been sleeping down there all day, man. I got up early this morning, went and got my shit. Had to get my other laptop. And now I'm just chilling, man. Just cooling. You know, so I went to sleep in the middle of the day, but now I'm just 6 a.m. It's about to be 12. It's about to be 12 here. 12 a.m. in America.
It's private. It's not private. Houses are private. But my brother stayed in mine, you know, with him, though, it would be able to solve.
And was it part of your concern because of the violence where he was staying?
Possibly could have been.
Davion been a stone-faced killer, laughing in the court and everything. His uncle got him ready to break. Hearing about his daddy and childhood and thinking all this stuff, and then the lady ain't trying to get away from his daddy and all that. Like, this is crazy.
What about Adam Gooden Jr.? Who is he to you?
That is Serena's son, which would be my step-nephew.
Did you have any involvement in his life?
He was at my mom's house every time Davion got brought up. So he was pretty much like my nephew. He is my nephew. So even though he's not my biological, but he's my nephew.
So when Serena, which is Davion's mother, would drop Davion and Adam off to be cared for by your mother, is that yes?
Yes.
And your mother's name is what?
Phyllis Murphy. God bless her.
And what was the reason that they were being dropped off to be cared for by your mother?
That's just what the family do. Family, you know, unity, stay together, like family events. Every weekend, faithfully.
Where did you grow up?
East side of Jacksonville. Iona Street, 1623 Iona Street, east side of Jacksonville.
And what about Davion Murphy?
She, over the years, I would say like the west side, the west, the north, the south. Over the years.
I'm from the north side, born and raised. I'm born north side Jacksonville, bro. University Hospital. Went to school with, in the same class with Lil Duval. Born and raised.
Did his father bring him to the east side?
Mostly his mother.
His mother would bring him to the east side?
Yes, Serena. He lived with Serena.
Okay.
And see, this how you know, like, you keep trying to put him with his father, and the dude is basically trying to tell you that, like, by the father having the schizophrenia and, like, just not being around like that, he went around him like that. That's why every time you ask him something, he keep putting the mother in that spot, but you ain't listening. You want to keep bringing up the father. This lady's crazy.
This is not a drill, y'all. We got 13 minutes. Iceman's dropping 13 minutes. Not a drill. We about to see what the hell going on. Iceman is about to drop, y'all. Hold on.
If I can approach the witness, Judge. Yes. I'm showing you what's been marked as defense exhibit 1A through K. If you could just flip through those photographs and tell me if you recognize them. Recognize those? At this point in time, I'll remove the evidence was marked as states defense exhibit 1. No objection, Your Honor. Okay. I just want to show you a couple. Yes. A through K. Okay. And I can publish? Yep. I'm showing you 1A. Do you recognize that photo? Is that Davion? You the baby?
Yes.
And this is 1B. Do you recognize that photograph?
Yes.
Is that Davion as well?
Yes.
And what about 1C?
I'm not that Davion and Adam. I'm Davion and David. No, Adam.
Adam is his younger brother?
Yes.
This is 1D. Is that Davion? Is the baby?
Yes.
What about this picture?
That's
1B?
David. That's Davion and David.
Is this one Davion and David's the younger one?
Yes.
And then with this one, it's kind of hard to see, but 1F, what about this?
That's Davion and David again now.
1G?
Davion.
1H?
That's Davion and David and baby Adam.
So Davion,
Is in the middle.
and this is who?
Adam.
Adam?
That's David.
1I?
You know what the worst part about this situation is? If all the older top male Murphys is locked up, who gonna protect the woman Murphys now? Sad, man. The uncle locked up, the daddy locked up. Rashad is finna get either life or death, and Davion is finna get either life or death. It's crazy.
So like all those are Davion.
And then what about this 1J?
Hey, Davion.
And 1K? Going up now, huh?
Yeah, they grown up. Like I'm just arrested Serena daughters. And I know, yeah, I'm grown up. I can be dated. Davion has been a minute. Grown up.
Haven't seen those in a long time, huh?
Yes.
I can approach the clerk. I'll pass the witness, Judge.
And, Mrs. Hernandez, if you would like to conduct your direct examination.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon.
I'm going to be asking you some questions regarding Rashad Murphy.
Yes.
Okay? What is your relationship to Rashad Murphy?
I'm his baby uncle.
And is he the gentleman that's sitting, I don't know if you can see over the screen, sitting next to me?
Yes, sir.
And you're his uncle, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you're, would it be correct to say you're his paternal uncle, the brother of David Murphy, correct?
Yes.
Now, have you known?
We got 8 minutes, y'all.
Rashad
About to drop. About to
pretty
drop.
much
Let me
birth.
see. Let me see what's going on.
Describe to the jury
Let me
the
see what's going on
childhood,
right quick.
the environment
Got 8 minutes, y'all.
that he
8
was
minutes.
raised in.
My father got a master's degree in psychology. He took his criminal justice course. He served.
Who is this, your?
This is Leroy Murphy, which is my father, which is his grandfather. And we grew up on the east side of Jacksonville, in a home on Iona Street. And he pretty much raised us. Well,
all right, y'all, hold on. Let me check. Let me see what's going on with this Drake thing. Let me see.
Complete
Iceman dropping. Let's see what the hell going on.
To meet our expectations.
All right, well, like, motherfucker gonna listen to
Let
this
me
shit,
ask
though.
you about Rashad's father.
I should have put some money on
positive
Calcium on this
or a
shit.
negative influence in his life.
He was in and out of prison most times, but my father and
I'm talking about Rashad's father.
yes,
Okay.
he was in and out of prison most times.
I'm going to Drake
Man,
page
it seems like all these Murphy dudes, all they know is jail.
He didn't raise Rashad, but he was in and out of prison most of his life.
Would it be correct to say that he was in many ways an absent father?
Yes.
Are you aware of any abuse that he gave to either Rashad or Rashad's mother, his wife?
Can you rephrase that?
Iceman episode 2.
Are you aware of him being abusive, the father
one.
of Rashad being abusive?
Yeah, we about to, hold on.
You don't know that?
Let's see what's going on.
No, sir, I do.
3
Oh,
hours.
you know that. Tell the jury about that.
He was
He's answering.
Okay. What about Rashad?
Hold on, y'all. Let me see what the hell they're talking about right quick. Let me see something.
Oh man, it's Big Ack in the building, man. I've been telling y'all, I've been waiting for 2 whole years for this album. I told y'all my top 5. Y'all know my top 5. 7's in the chat. Drake, and fucking Drake. And I seen it. I see it from everybody. Everybody is changing. Rappers apologizing, media personalities backtracking. Store these bitch ass niggas out. You know why? Because all of these guys, they had nothing going on. And right now, it's like Gotham City. Hip hop need a hero. We're here in Toronto, and everybody's asking, where is the Iceman? They seen the blocks of ice, but where's the music? Where's the guy? That's what we need. Okay? The guys they told us we're supposed to do it, they couldn't do it. Now everybody's changing their tune. We see it all. Okay? Everybody's okay. You can come back in. You can come listen to the Iceman with me. It's okay. Come on. You can come
All right,
on.
y'all, we got 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Because for 2 years y'all persecuted. For 2 years y'all ran lies. For 2 years y'all believed anything that was against the guy. Yes, you all could come back in. But we didn't forget. Let's go.
Man, it's coming, bro.
We probably got to talk about this if this is
Coming.
even remotely. If Drake is gonna drop another album, now we got to get into the category of talking about Frank Ocean did a move where he gave an album into the label, dropped the album, and then immediately afterwards dropped the real album. Quote, unquote. He dropped 2 albums. One was ending his contract on the label, then the other one was completely independent, and people knew what to support, and people felt like he finessed the industry. Probably we got to talk about this if this is even remotely true. if Drake is gonna drop another album, now we gotta get into the category of talking about Frank Ocean did a move where he gave an album into the label, dropped the album, and then immediately afterwards dropped the real album, quote unquote. He dropped 2 albums. One was.
We got 3 minutes, y'all.
So I could make this. That's 3 hard drives and this.
God's mother, was she did she have an
Got
addiction?
2 minutes,
to
y'all.
drugs?
2 minutes. Iceman finna drop.
At some
2
point in
minutes.
his life, she had not all the.
I'm trying to see everything flooding through.
Okay. Are you have any knowledge of her being a crack addict?
Man, what the hell wrong with this? The judge said, hey, he said, nah, I know he was not abusing, and then he tried to say something else. They said, hey, he answered. He still stuck on the last one.
He dealt in and partially all his life, but most times she was on drugs. Not all his life.
Would it be accurate to say that you have referred to Rashad's father as dead weight?
Yes.
Okay. Check it out. Now, what kind of neighborhood did Rashad grow up in?
We got 1 minute, y'all. 1 minute. Iceman about to drop. 1 minute.
I wrecked out a house, but
let's see what's going on.
Okay.
Let me look at the time. Let me look at the feed and see what's going on.
What are you aware of? Are you aware of his relationship with Charmaine Steber and
distance? Yeah, but not like as long. You know, I've been gone 18 years. I've been in prison.
You've been in prison for different times, correct?
Yes.
Did you try to be somewhat of a father figure to Rashad when you were not in custody?
Always have.
Okay. But when you've been incarcerated for a longer time, correct?
Yes.
And on more than one occasion?
First time in prison.
Okay. When were you 14 years ago, correct?
Like 17.
Okay. When after you were incarcerated, was there any other male influence other than his grandfather?
Yes.
Okay. Who other than his grandfather?
I got a Miller brother, very financially set. My father, and I got cousins like brothers. We all close family. He had at least 9 to 8 strong.
I don't see nothing popping up on the feed about it.
Okay. Would you describe, maybe I worded it in a way, because you said the surrounding areas, would you describe the area or the neighborhood that Rashad grew up in as a fairly high crime area?
I mean, it'd be hard to say the whole.
Nuggets.
I can't recall.
If you mix mayonnaise with buttermilk and ranch, if you mix mayonnaise with ketchup and sweet pickle relish, you get that creamy In-N-Out spread for burgers or fries. If you could.
He over there talking to Rashad like, look, nigga, you said this and I said that, but that ain't what he's saying, nigga.
Nothing else, Your Honor.
Okay, cross. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Murphy, I'm going to ask you about Davian first, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And I know that Ms. Teeley, she asked you about Davian Murphy's father, David Murphy, and you said that you had known that he was diagnosed with schizophrenia and he had been in and out of mental hospitals. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you had testified that you were sometimes concerned when Davian would be with his father and go into certain apartments. Is that correct?
I mean, his living environment.
Where he was living. But you said that even though you had concerns, you were not able to give the defense attorney or this jury one incident that you had recalled that had happened when David.
I'm not saying incidents never happened. I can recall that.
Not that you can recall. She was just asking you if you had ever been concerned, and you said that in general you did have some concerns, correct?
It just wasn't the house. I was always raised in a home, and Davion's mother raised him in a home.
And I'm going to ask you that next. Davion's mother, Serena, she was a wonderful mother, isn't that correct?
Yes.
And she is the parent that had primary custody of him when he was living with her. Is that also correct, sir? And
Miss Trenchball don't play. She gets straight to the point. You see, Rashad Lloyd, he stumbling words. It take him an hour to get one word out. Miss Trenchball walk right up there, get straight to the point.
when you said that Davion was with your parents, his grandparents, your mother and your father, that was a wonderful home, wasn't it, sir?
Yes.
And I think that you described in your deposition, although it may not have been the best environment, it absolutely was a great home to be raised in. Is that true, sir?
My father was in the military.
Yes. You said that he was in the military, always hardworking, and had a very structured environment for his kids and his grandkids. Isn't that true, sir?
Yes.
And you described your experience growing up, and Davion and your nephew, Rashad, when they were in that home, that they also had a loving, supportive home with their grandparents. Isn't that true, sir?
Yes.
And even though it may not have been the best environment and surrounding area, they could not have asked for a better upbringing. Is that true, sir?
I mean, yeah, I mean, it could have, but it was a struggle. I mean, we wasn't no rich, but.
I understand that, sir, but I think what you described is when you're talking about the way that they were raised and loved and supported by your parents. Isn't that true?
Yes, yes.
And now I want to ask you a few questions about Rashad Murphy, your nephew.
Yes.
Again, same situation. Whenever Rashad Murphy was living with your parents, his grandparents, again, he had a loving and supportive grandfather. Isn't that true, sir?
Yes.
Loving, supportive grandmother?
Yes.
And even though you may not have been in the home all the times that Rashad Murphy was there, from your recollection, he did well in sports, football in particular. Isn't that true?
Yes.
And so I asked you also about his grades. You said that he also did very well in school. Is that true?
Yes.
He continued to play football in high school. Is that true, sir?
Yes.
And part of that, he would have to keep up his grades in order to be able to do that. Isn't that true, sir?
Yes.
So you knew enough about his schooling to know that he did that.
Yes.
You also said it wasn't just football. There was a time when he also was doing boxing.
Yes, when he was younger, yes.
Yes. So his parents or your grandparents made sure that he had activities and was able to do that. Isn't that true, sir?
Yes.
And in fact, you just went through some wonderful pictures that were taken during that childhood. Isn't that true, sir?
Yes, that was Davion, right?
Oh, I apologize. It was Davion. Thank you for correcting me. But same could be said for Rashad. He was able to do those activities and had that normal type of activities in the home with your grandparents. Isn't that true, sir?
Yes.
Celebration of birthday parties, stuff like that.
Yes.
And you described him that he was a great kid growing up. Isn't that true?
Yes.
And you don't have any recollection or any knowledge about what his time was like in foster care. Is that true, sir?
I wouldn't recall.
Your may have one moment. Yes.
And I like the big night, like that, you know what I'm saying, getting down the spine, waiting over here, find the back on them, ride it, come up to those spines. See, I just find that spinal cord and that belly lie down. You know what I'm saying? Just like that right there.
Baby, back there looking like he, court guard, that like he fall asleep up in there. I wish y'all hurry up. He looking out, I wish y'all hurry up. Time's here.
And so when asked specifically about any sort of abuse to Rashad by his father, you said that there was no abuse as far as you knew. Is that correct?
No.
And it sounds like from what you've testified with regards to Rashad and both Davion Murphy, that with regards to your family, your parents, your mother, your dad, their grandparents, and all of your other family, that you were a very close-knit family. Is that correct?
Yes.
And when needed, they would step in and assist with the raising of all their grandchildren if that was needed. Isn't that true, sir?
Yes.
And you have described, when you were talking about Davion Murphy's mother, that she was a great parent and was there for Davion. Is that true, sir?
Yes.
I have nothing further, Your Honor.
Like, look, I ain't gonna make the video too much long. They ain't really asked this man nothing like this information provided, ain't nothing important. They still either gonna get life or death. Y'all make sure y'all check out the playlist. It's your boy Buddha. I'm out.
Hey, fish sandwich. I just got done filming a YouTube video today, y'all. Came home, could've went and bought McDonald's, Burger King. I figured, you know what? I'm gonna fry me some fish. I got another sandwich right here, got this sandwich right here.
Damn, dog. We ain't nothing about the Drake shit on. Damn. Well. About to do this caliber video, y'all.
Oh man, 6ix9ine just obliterated Big Bang and exposed everything about the streets that some of your favorite rappers have allegedly lied about. That man done called out 21 Savage, Young Thug, T.I., and half of Atlanta with this one. People believe that 6ix9ine might have set up Big Bang in a trap, and Big Bang was put in a bad situation that was hard to get out of. It all started when he made a big mistake by asking 6ix9ine this.
First off, we're gonna get right into it. How you wake up with on your mind? That's all I want to know.
So I got the when I wake up, right? I don't wake up on my mind. I wake up me responding to right? I'm from New York. I feel like a lot of rappers, they wake up and mention 6ix9ine, they not from New York. When Meek Mill mentioned me, right? When Meek Mill mentioned me, he not from New York. When Lil Durk mentioned me, he not from New York. When King Von mentioned me, he not from New York. When 21 Savage mentioned me, he not from New York. Why do they got an opinion on my life, my case, not being from New York or having anything to do with my case? You know what I mean?
In the same rap.
6ix9ine had Bang cornered with that question because 21 Savage actually brought up 6ix9ine's name and dissed him out the blue in his interview, and the energy was way different. And the reason this looked really bad is because 6ix9ine had a whole big screen putting out receipts, evidence, and proof to destroy everything Big Bang was trying to defend, especially the parts that made 21 Savage look bad.
How do you not get destroyed from the internet? I don't think they can destroy you if you just keep going.
I'm not saying destroy you to the point where you go from 100 to 0, but they can take your
100 to 40, 50. For sure. Oh God.
But I'm saying, what about the fight through them narratives though? Cause you got to fight through them narratives.
Still ain't getting no money like that, like they was. Still ain't getting no money like they was, like the rap way.
Who?
We been wearing lace fronts.
Who that?
The told in New York, man. We told all New York. The Mexican.
Oh, you say he
The internet took his down.
I think he just stopped.
Nah, cause he can't go. Ain't no gas in the car. What you mean? He just stopped.
No, what I'm saying is...
What 6ix9ine is talking about is a U visa, which basically states that as a condition of U.S. citizenship, 21 Savage would have to agree to cooperate with police and give statements to the police to help them in cases
on. This shit might not
as a
have dropped, but
stipulation
hold on.
for staying in America. 21 Savage lawyers supposedly secured this deal for him after he was involved in a shooting and facing deportation. Sources claim 21 Savage allegedly agreed and got a U visa.
Does 21 Savage have a U visa? How is he in the United States right now? Right? 21 Savage is here off a U visa. You know what's a U visa? Here's the definition of a U visa. As of October 2023, 21 Savage, Shia bin Abraham successfully resolving his long-standing immigration saga. While he
Album of the fucking year. Oh, they already glazing. Talking about album of the fucking year. Doubt it. I doubt that shit. But damn, they already talking about album of the year.
Listen, whatever was said about Drake before, that's irrelevant. He's back. He actually never left. And what I just witnessed was a assassination. It was an assassination of you rappers. You rappers, we don't need you anymore. Drake.
We need it. We rappers. We don't. Hey, so rappers, we don't need you anymore.
Has us. If you didn't tune into YouTube shit, but just hearing it real time, yeah. Every song back to back, no skips. And Drake, don't ever disappear from us again like you did. I don't know what we were doing without you, but I don't want to do it again. My heart is beating so fast because the music is just so good. So good. He just said he's doing 3 albums at midnight. What rapper you know is doing that? You work too hard. This summer is going to be a movie. The tour is gonna go crazy. The clubs, the parties, you have literally just blessed us. Thank you, Drake.
See, I haven't heard it yet, so we don't know. We don't know what's going on. Right now, we just kind of, damn, this shit. I don't know what the fuck going on, why I can't. I want to play that episode.
Immigration saga. While he reportedly filed for a U visa, what is a U visa? While he reportedly filed a U visa is a U.S. immigration benefit for non-citizen victims.
Hold on, y'all. We're going to have to do a little something. I'm about to do this with y'all. I'm about to listen to the album while we react to this other stuff. So let me go get my my joints, and I'll be right back.
Keyword victims.
See, man,
hold on. Immigration for a non-citizen victim of a certain crimes who have suffered substantial mental or physical and are helpful to law enforcement in investigation or prosecution of that criminal activity. This is a fact, though.
But what they got to do with this thing? I'm saying, what you saying? What's the point, though? What's the point you should make it? You said he was a victim?
I mean, he's
a lot of people be victims, though. If you get shot, that's a victim.
Okay.
When they get shot, being in the street, that's a victim. What are you talking about?
All right, cool. You can only get a U visa, right? This is the definition. Let's slow it down, man. I know it's cut up. Sometimes the truth is just too much.
Bro, what I'm saying, they said, U visa benefits from non-citizen victims who have suffered from certain crimes.
Okay,
Basically,
now,
right?
don't finish there. This is the key word right here. Read that slowly for me. Now read it out loud. Let people
Physical abuse or
physical abuse, mental or physical, and are helpful to law enforcement in the investigation of what you want to know that? 21 Savage hit on a U visa.
Even though he looked really bad, these are Big Bang friends. And he couldn't just let 6ix9ine call his friends a rat and make the whole city look bad. So Big Bang tried his best to look out for his homies and defend it, even though it looked crazy.
Because it's like, bro, you can't compare yourself. I'm gonna keep it brief. You can't compare yourself, bro. You got over 100 and some years, man. That's different than all this you talking about. There can be nothing worded that's locked up. But hold up, I'm gonna keep it brief with you. Like, so that's an argument.
Who got over 100 years though?
I'm saying all them collecting, that's 100 and some years.
Well, you just making that up.
You wanna put it up? Google it. Google it. How much time did, what's the name of the people, get collectively? It's over 100 years, bro.
I love this, y'all. I love this.
I'm just saying, that's a difference, though.
I love this, though. Remember what he's saying, and clip it back. I want y'all to rewind this when I pull it up. Watch it.
But is that different, though? You trying to compare yourself to niggas who got basically wiggle room. You know what I'm saying? It's different. It's different.
So, man, if you walking down the street, right? If you walking down the street,
no, you gotta.
If you walking down the street, and a big brolic dude smack your girl, and one scrawny dude smack your girl, what you gonna do? You can't treat somebody different. I can't treat the scrawny different. Not everybody get the same treatment. A rat is a rat, right or wrong? There's no levels to this ratness. Is it?
But what took the cake is when Gunna's name got brought into it. And 6ix9ine showed proof that 21 Savage admitted and let it slide for Young Thug. And a tweet showing how the streets sweep things under the rug when they want to, and how this no snitching rule is all fake.
Accountability is what I did. My thing is like, yeah, I told, but these niggas sleep with my baby mom, stealing millions, kidnapping me. They did all of this. That's accountability. I said it on the first live when I came on. I wore it. This is what you call no accountability. We knew Gunna wasn't no gangster when he told the first time and we swept it under the rug. You call that accountability?
But Gunna ain't tell no first time.
Oh, he didn't?
No.
Now, let's watch this.
You talking about what?
You tell me how this not telling.
That Jackson was shot. Red. That Pierce claims Ben and Carter were both wearing red. That Jackson was shot.
Coincidence of how it was put out, like, they actually had on the same exact color. He just had on the hood and people had on red shirts.
Let police do their job.
Hold on, you asked me a question.
What?
Bro, you just stop getting that bullshit, bro. You just walk that thing down, bro. You just saw the video. Hold up.
You said Gunna didn't tell the first?
That's telling. You said that's telling?
Alright.
I'm asking you, said is that telling?
Can I explain myself?
Okay, that's a yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, and
You want to see how?
Yeah, go ahead.
You police? Why you painting a picture for it? It's the streets.
What did he say? Did he say somebody's name?
The same exact
I'm asking a question. I ain't defending the man, I'm asking you a question.
Yo, hold on. Just listen. Look, hear the names.
No, he said my cousin, that's his cousin.
Hold on.
Red. That Pierce claims Ben and Carter were both wearing red.
Ben and Carter were both wearing red.
No, they name
That Jackson was
hold on, let me see, that what he said?
That Pierce claims Ben and Carter were both wearing red. That Jackson was
You ain't heard it yet?
The police said it, God ain't said it.
Oh man, yo, I love that you're watching this in real time.
I'm just asking a question, man. I'm not here to defend no nigga, bro. Whoever wrong, they wrong. Did you say it though?
Coincidence of how it was put out, like, they actually had on the same exact color. He just had on the hood and people had on red shirts.
Kids believe in the state identity play a big role in this case. And he, Red,
So he over here doing police work, saying, yo, y'all got the wrong person.
Yeah, man, I see what the internet is saying. I see why they saying that Big Bank walked into a trap. Because 6ix9ine had all his evidence, all his receipts locked and loaded. That big screen that 6ix9ine had showing everything was diabolical. There was no way around this one, man. And look, I get it. Big Bank gotta represent his city. You know what I mean? And Atlanta been looking crazy with all the different snitching allegations with the thug situation, and now even with the Pooh Shiesty and Gucci situation. Man, I see why they said F the streets. I see why 21 said F the streets, man, because the streets don't play fair. And what 6ix9ine is showing is that sometimes it looks like the streets pick and choose. Now I got, you know what I'm saying? He want his thing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of respect for Big Bank. He doing his thing. Actually, man, 6ix9ine put him in a situation, in an unwinnable battle. And it just is what it is at the end of the day. 6ix9ine himself has admitted to being a snitch. And I think what 6ix9ine's argument is that he's not the only snitch in the rap game. And that the streets are a myth. And I'm gonna be real, man. The streets ain't been looking good for a minute, and a lot of people on the internet been saying this. Me personally, I don't care who snitches. I'm a civilian. I don't care who snitches. However, I do understand what 6ix9ine is doing, pointing out the hypocrisy of the streets and how they say one thing about these rappers, and then the rappers they don't like, now they apply the rules. And I get what 6ix9ine is saying. You can't apply the rules in some situations and then throw out the rules when you like the person. And I think that's really what 6ix9ine is pointing out here. But y'all tell me what y'all think about this crazy situation in the comments below. Have y'all noticed any differences between how the rap game treats certain rappers and give a pass to other ones for doing the same stuff they say they're not supposed to agree with? Y'all tell me what you think about this situation in the comments below. I'm gone.
All right, y'all. I'm trying to listen to the Drake shit. I gotta let these headphones because I can't play it on live. But I don't know. Let me see. I'm gonna pop out. I'm gonna pop right back in though. Hold on, yeah. I'm gonna pop out, pop right back in.